EA Sports, and it will likely be the final season in which we say we've got football from Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And, Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come off a good win in the opener on the road, and they get a second road game here.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't really do them any favors, but if they can win here and get to 2-0 on the road, they could be well set up for the rest of the year.
Early on in the game, first quarter. Let's see how this defense does on this drive. Now the first-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack by Dorian O'Daniel, the linebacker from Clemson.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr, he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Darren Waller, We are in the first quarter. We get you back to the action to see how this defense can do on this upcoming drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Taken from just outside the 30. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt. So a 1st and 10 coming up for the offense here in the second quarter. Let's see what this defense can do. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out to the flat for Redden. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan. Time now to see what this defense can do. 2nd quarter as the offense starts out 1st and 10.
Pitch down. Blue 80. In your face. Kill.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Take 4.
Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A quick pass out to Aguilar. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr completes it to Aguilar. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the 1st down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Oakland. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. special teams did their job, putting this offense back inside the 10. Now how can the defense respond? Play action. Now it's Carr. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Second year in Oakland for Walter after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, you know, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll get started in the Mile High City. Chicago in town to take on Denver. And late in the first half, it's the Broncos who are out on top. The Broncos still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, let's head cross-country to D.C. to check out the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they were losers in their ball game to the visiting Dallas Cowboys. 20-3, the final. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were losers in that one to the visiting L.A. Chargers. Tyrod Taylor, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. And he has not really been able to have a lot of comfort back there in the pocket. Pressure's been coming at him a lot, hasn't it?
And they've got to figure out how to tamp down that pressure. How do they decrease it? Is it getting rid of the football quicker?
Down. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. The completion to Riddick. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Carr. He finds Riddick complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. Second half action, and this defense still pitching a shutout as we drop you back into the action.
Watch the screen. That's it.
Carr now on first down. Catch made, it's Moreau. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Carr, and he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. For these Raiders and quarterback Derek Carr, the Chiefs, they have been their kryptonite in the AFC West. With Derek Carr as a starter, just 2-8 against KC, 2-6 before Mahomes became the starter. Well, the road not likely to get any easier anytime soon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Riddick. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Carr. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Carr completes it. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr to throw again. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, pick your game up.
Later 2.
Here's Riddick. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Frank Clark in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. This one from 46 yards out. And this is just outside the right upright. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. A tough day for this offense continues. One of their best chances to get on the scoreboard there, couldn't do it.
Yeah, it's not looking like it's going to happen for them today, does it? I mean, opportunity after opportunity.
All right, this defense back out there with the lead and also with a shutout intact as they look to finish this off in the fourth quarter.
Now, Mike, 56. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180. Rock the screen. What's up?
Throwing on first down is Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing. Tack on 15 more for the face mask, and that becomes a huge play.
Big pass gets caught on you. You're doing everything possible to get him on the ground, and sometimes you end up grabbing the face mask.
Carr now on first down. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me. A good spot to be in for this defense. They'll head back out, protecting a big lead here in this fourth quarter of play.
53, Mike, in your face.
On first down, Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll take a break and get a report from Oakland after this. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Carr now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Completes it to Jason Witten. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything, so it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a... Fourth quarter action, beginning of the drive. Time to see how this defense does here.
Watch
the run. Watch the run.
On 1st and 10, Carr. Jones has it. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Kansas City, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.